Man. Here we go. Yo, what you doing here in Plainview, man?
I live here now. And it was either Wolfpack or Dynasty for Club League, and I didn't want to play with you. So I chose Wolfpack.
Yeah, so you want the scouts to see you playing on the losing team and see a star on that, okay.
I'm going to get the scouts to notice me by shooting every chance I get. I mean, if I play with you, you'll be yelling at me to make the extra
That's
pass.
right, because I want to win.
Okay, that's all you think the scouts care about?
Yeah, the scouts care if you can win, bro.
Okay, then you really are stupid, bro. Let me give you some game, man.
Here we go. All right.
Scouts only care if you got the skills that translate to the next level. That's it. Point blank, end of story.
Well, you only prove that by winning.
No, you prove that by showing how you can help them win at the next level. All right, I'm cocky, but I'm not stupid, MP. All right, I'm not a high flyer. I'm not a rim protector. So if I want to lead this broke down town, I have to prove I can shoot.
That makes sense, bro, because you're small.
Man, you ain't got to be Wimby to shoot out the gym. But since you care so much, I'm going to give you that L you've been asking for.
Yeah,
right?
I bet.
All
Let's
right,
do it.
Bet.
We're here in Plainview, Illinois, tonight's venue for Club League basketball between the Wolfpack and Dynasty. Good evening, everyone. I'm Joe Lamy alongside Danny Hogger and Drake Hugo. What a game this should be between two heated rivals on the club circuit.
Heated rivals indeed. Rarely do you see teams like this dislike each other this much, especially in the club league circuit. But you know what? This is a showcase game for both teams.
At the center of it all will be MP, the star player for the Dynasty. He'll be tasked with keeping their winning streak alive.
Looking to make it a dozen straight wins to start the club league season, but I know the Wolfpack are licking their chops at the prospect of ending the Dynasty's win streak. And how excited are you for this one? This is about as intense a game gets at the club level. These teams genuinely dislike each other.
Wells outside. Robinson sets the screen. Here's the three. MP grabs the miss. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And Drake, you talk about the rivalry between the Wolfpack and Dynasty. They've both had their moments.
They certainly have, and I would expect a very physical game here tonight. That's the bare minimum when these teams play.
Score it! He's hit his third straight basket in 3 attempts.
And I'm starting to see the momentum clearly swing in their favor.
They're taking control, no doubt, and they want that lead to continue going up.
Well, you think about what sets MP apart on this Dynasty team. His athleticism you rarely see at the club level.
He's been stunning, Joe. When he's driven, he's physically capable of explosive feats. Speaking of, I'm setting my phone up right here because I think we've got a great angle for some viral content. Catch and shoot, it's a perfect situation for MP. He puts in so many reps that his muscle memory is exceptional for this level of basketball.
Now here's Stauffer. Lets it go from deep. Nails it from beyond the arc.
And comes right back with a three of his own.
Looking to match the three they just made, I love it.
MP, no good.
That's a smart shot by the offense, even if it didn't go.
Yeah, he shouldn't hesitate to take it again.
Wells, no good. And with the high school season now in the rearview mirror, for many of these players, they are solely focused on club play.
And winning on the club circuit is their only goal as of now. I'd expect that to mean the games are going to be a little bit more chippy because of that.
Yep, count it.
Oh, MP, you just can't let him get loose in the mid-range because he can do damage from there.
Outside, Timmerman. Pass over to Robinson. Stauffer. Over Hawkins. Stauffer misses. The Dynasty leading. Good for the basket, starting off 1-for-1 with that shot.
He's able to find a seam in the defense and just lay it right in.
Here's James, now covered by MP. James slams it home.
That's getting the job done right.
Powerful two-hand jam.
If he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking. And we've talked about the heated interactions of these teams before. It's a result of history and proximity.
Oh, yeah, the bad blood comes from getting in each other's faces way too often over the years. It certainly doesn't help they operate out of the same region in Illinois.
It's good to see Wells making the right play, simply getting it to the open man.
Here's MP, and the Dynasty tack on 2 more. MP has been something else this first half, well on its way to a huge game. Wells outside, pick by James. Launches it. MP grabs the miss. And they pick up 2.
They've really built themselves an impressive lead in the opening minutes.
Yeah, solid defense paired with an aggressive offense. They just keep gaining ground.
The offensive rebound. Pass to Timmerman. Wells. Misses the 3.
Well, the big name in the showcase has to be MP. He's a 5-star recruit and has a clear path to the NBA with his skill set and athleticism.
And scouts want to see him take over the game. They want to see him be athletic. They want to see his instinct and moves on the floor, because sometimes he can defer it a bit too much.
Now here's Stoffer. Wells outside. And again, unable to change momentum here. MP outside. There's the triple. Rebounded by the Wolfpack. Outside Stoffer. Pass to James. MP grabs the miss. Here's the Dynasty. They lead by their biggest margin of the game at 15. Yes, it's good. Looking quite sharp. 10 of 12 shooting tonight. And you love how MP has been able to put up the points with all the scouts watching. And with a showcase game like this in tonight's rosters, you can expect a lot of college scouts in the stands.
The importance of this game, setting the narrative of each player's potential. Opinions are forming about these players, and each minute could be another pro or con in each scout's report.
Both teams will make a substitution.
Ricky Davidson.
Called by the Dynasty.
MP. Michael Luan. Brett Hawkins. Substitution for the Wolfpack. Timeout.
They have been really controlling this one.
Never want to get too complacent, though.
MP with the bucket. It's very easy to see why MP is so high on the scouts list with how he's scoring tonight. And for Zach Timmerman of the Wolfpack, he moved here from Iowa not too long ago.
Yeah, we haven't seen too much of him, and I know the Wolfpack would have liked to see more of him. Unfortunately, he's been plagued by back problems, which can't be fun. You wonder how long he'll be able to keep playing for.
And now the Dynasty with it. The 3 is up. Another 3 for the Dynasty. And what a game for MP. He is showing out with a 30-point evening. Pass to James. That falls. Nice feed that time from Michael Stoffer.
Hey, Stoffer, he's a known chess aficionado, and that mental skill he's developed helps him make passes like this.
The baseline jumper knocks it again, the Dynasty.
And he's definitely making his presence felt here in the first half. So effective at this point.
And the foul called on MP.
MP.
That is his first foul of the game. Three-pointer, Patrick Wells. It's hauled in by the Dynasty. On the wing, it's MP. Another 3 for the Dynasty. And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair so far. Dynasty out front, opening a huge gap. And we'll be back in just a moment. The teams have had their break, the Wolfpack and Dynasty getting ready to kick things off here in the second half of play. Here's Dillard. And in club play this season, the Wolfpack enter tonight at 7-4, while the Dynasty are a perfect 11-0.
And I'd say we could throw out the record books, Joe. Whoosh! I threw mine right across the table. Sorry, Drake. Because of the history of these regional rivals is so complex. Both teams thrive on denying the other the chance to win in big games like this one.
MP with the rock. It'll be Timmerman picking him up. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 here.
MP just screams NBA talent. From the moment he steps on the floor, the skill he shows, the athleticism, and the way he moves. It's pretty clear he's the real deal.
Good on the second free throw. The Wolfpack with the ball. Outside Stauffer. Pass over to Robinson. Wells. For 3. The rebound by Dave Zadirko.
Some of the shots that he's taken have been head scratchers. He's out there playing like it is a game of horse. You look at this Wolfpack roster, a lot of players who will play college ball, but Patrick Wells could be the barometer.
And they are ecstatic to have him with the team. Add some much-needed shooting. They're hoping he can change the fate of their season. Now Wells. Over Dillard. MP grabs the miss.
His mojo is out of whack. Offensively, he just can't get anything going for him.
Well, when you play this game, sometimes cold streaks like this are unavoidable. He's making space, he's creating problems, so many ways MP can use a pick and roll.
And the foul called on MP. That'll be his second foul of the game. Stauffer, Hawkins covering. Three-pointer, Patrick Wells hits the trifecta.
An elite 3-level shooter. Wells is someone you have to worry about beyond the arc.
And the leader of this Wolfpack team, without a doubt, is Patrick Wells, a 3-star recruit who has a chance to play at the next level.
Hey, he's not the biggest or most athletic player on the floor, but when he warms up, I mean, look out. Kid can straight up shoot the ball. If he can bulk up and add some strength, he could be a factor in college.
Second team foul. At the line for the Wolfpack, Tariq James, taking 2 shots.
No good on that one. He hits the second from the line. And here it's the Dynasty.
And for Eric Dillard, he's a standout at the high school level in the area, but most scouts have him as a middling recruit.
He can just disappear from games too often, though. Great shot, but too many easy mistakes that he has yet to fix. Now Wells. He has 6. The Wolfpack again can't hit it. Fires from 18. And good, hitting the back iron and falling.
The lead just keeps increasing, attempting to put this one away.
And the D has to be frustrated at this point.
Wells outside. And once again off the mark by the Wolfpack. This could get even more out of hands if they continue to put up points.
And what a team performance it's been. And what a run they're having. They simply can't miss right now.
Seriously, this is amazing. Everything they're putting up is going down.
Now Wells. Up top, Robinson. Yes, and it's Patrick Wells picking up the assist.
And we're here in the gym of the Plainview Panthers. It's a familiar floor to some players in our game today because they go to high school here.
Oh, yeah, exactly. I mean, home court advantage is everything in a contentious game like this. A little extra bit of comfort might make a difference. You can't count anything out in such a heated affair.
Here's James. Pass over to Robinson. Over Fisher. Robinson's shot is off.
Don't know if he was playing to the crowd or what, but no need for the fadeaway there.
And here's MP on the outside. And it's the Wolfpack with the rebound. Outside Stauffer. Outside James. Timmerman. Michael Stuffer for three. They get it back. Robinson. He can't get that one to fall. MP with the rock. Picked up by Stoffer. Knocks down the triple.
What a sweet-looking triple by MP. 3 points for the five-star recruit.
You compare how this game has gone between MP and Wells, and so far it's been all MP.
MP has left no doubt that he's ready for the next level. He's a man amongst boys right now, and the NBA is going to be in his future.
James, that's good.
Defensively, I'd like to see a little more pressure on the shot. Good look from mid-range.
Gets it to go from long range.
He scored most of the points out there by himself. His offense is a big part of the recipe for team success.
Here's Stoffer. He's got 5. Offensive board.
Their success rebounding has been a big key to winning this game.
It really has been a completely one-sided battle on the board.
Good on the bucket.
I mean, MP's not one to waste a look like that. Come on.
Wells outside. Here's Robinson. It's Junior with the rebound. Three-pointer. And the Dynasty another 3. And on the bench for the Wolfpack, Coach Barry Bay. He's been with the program several years now and is trying to continue the success they've had this past decade.
Yeah, and standing directly in his path once again is the Dynasty. But with new leadership on the court from Patrick Wells, Coach is hopeful that the tide is about to turn for the Pack.
Now here's Stoffer. Pass over to Robinson. Over Fisher. The big shot, no good.
There's no rhythm or flow in their offense right now.
While on the flip side, their opposition is on fire. Gotta stop this run somehow.
This team showed up to send a message, and they're trying to end this game right now.
Yeah, you have to appreciate their effort at both ends. They've been relentless, and they've been impressive.
Robinson sets the screen. Fades and shoots. No luck on that one.
Well, all game long, we've seen the passion that these teams have played with. No let up, no quit from anyone on the roster.
Yeah, passion is definitely one way to say it. Nothing that we can repeat on air, but it certainly seems beyond a little friendly ribbon.
Now Wells. To halt the run. That shot missing.
Not a bad look for him on that shot, but it just doesn't look like it's his night.
From deep, it's MP. Here's Luan. No good with the layup.
Boy, he made a mess with that finish.
Outside James. The Wolfpack again can't hit it. MP with the rock. Robinson picks him up defensively. And MP gets it to go.
It's been a parade of threes from them ever since halftime.
Yeah, we know what they were talking about during the break. They've been dialed in from deep.
Now Wells. Their offense has stagnated.
It's been hard to watch. They need a bucket, and soon.
Important not to let your ego run the offense. You could see he really wanted to answer that made 3 with one of his own.
Outside, Timmerman. And it's stolen by MP. And it's good off the back of the rim and in.
And that's the confidence that people love about MP. A complete lack of hesitation. That's an assertive play by the young man.
And it's stolen by MP. 18 feet out. Knocks it again, the Dynasty.
He's got a lot of firepower right now. Man, what a half he's having.
Pass to Timmerman. And Timmerman throws it down.
Oh, I mean, come on. If you give Timmerman this kind of positioning, he will slam it home. The D's just gotta be better.
Count that one.
He's been a force on offense all game long, at times carrying the whole team.
He helped construct this lead, and he's making sure they maintain it.
Now Wells. Stoffer up top. Free throw line jumper. And it's Fisher with the rebound. And here's MP on the outside. And it's rebounded by Zach Timmerman.
He can do that, just couldn't connect this time.
Too much daylight for a shooter of his caliber.
Substitution for the Dynasty.
Here's Cordova.
Ricky Davidson.
When I talked to Wolfpack shooting guard Deshaun Carter pregame, he had a tablet with some personal scouting notes, animated plays, and video highlights.
Yeah, Danny, I was looking at his tablet, and he even had a My NBA franchise with creative players to represent each team. That level of dedicated planning makes him a database of information on these teams.
And MP gets it to go.
I'd like to paint a picture here because his shooting chart is beautiful. Lots of good shots all around the floor.
MP. Fourth personal foul. At the line for the Wolfpack, Deshaun Carter.
And he makes the first.
Carter is just such a cerebral player. When you talk about him, you just have to admire how much he prepares for every single game.
Zach Timmerman. Patrick Wells.
Good on both attempts.
Get open! Get open! He's free!
And here it's the Dynasty. From deep, it's MP. That one's off. Now it's Carter outside. Passes to Wells. There's James with the three. They get it again. And Patrick Wells outside. The Dynasty grab the miss.
I don't know if he just ran out of gas or what, but he's been awful ever since the second half started.
And it's out of bounds. Wolfpack to retain possession.
The defender went for the ball and tried to make a play on it.
And that was crucial. Could have been quick points if he didn't get his hand on it.
Wells outside. From deep. MP grabs the miss.
The defense has to be thrilled to see him shooting those threes. He's been brutal this half.
The three. Drills it from deep.
They keep going to him, and he keeps coming through. He's leading the game in scoring.
Well, fortunately for him, it really doesn't.
That will do it. Put it in the books. The Dynasty continue their amazing start to the season and now stand at 12-0. Great win for them here.
A real gem. You could see why the Dynasty have been the team to beat. Great execution for them when it mattered most.
Well, you know the Wolfpack would give everything they had. You could feel the intense tone of this rivalry match early on.
Yeah, we've seen this before. Ultimately, talent just wins out. The Dynasty has a great group of players to build on, and they might have been tested here a bit, but they proved to be the better team.
For Drake Hugo, Danny Hager, this is Joe Lamy. Thank you for joining us.
Yo, she was here. I didn't see her.
Yeah, she came with her cousin.
Oh, I can't believe this.
Man, you mind if I talk to him real quick? I apologize, bro. Hey, look, I know we butt heads over the years, but we go to the same school now.
Bro, are you thick in the head or something? I don't like you, man.
Look, I ain't trying to be your best friend. I'm just trying to win some games.
All right, that's fine.
Yeah.
How about we talk on the court? And off the court, you and me win cool.
Great. That's a great attitude.
It
We're
is
going
a
to win
great
states
idea.
like
Yep,
that.
Yep, and I don't care about states.
Yeah, that's because you playing for the Scouts.
Right, and that's because you playing for the fantasy. What, you think they're going to rebuild the factories because you passing a little Jimmy in the clutch? You really want to help these people? How about you take over? Make the league. Then when you got some actual power, you can actually help these people. All right, stop this nice guy hiding behind that when the truth is, you scared to become the player you need to be in order to build a real dynasty. This is just a costume, bro. These words, meaningless, unless you put something behind that.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, think about it.